for the last 19 years. I was previously a police officer with the New York City Police Department. For the last 8.5 years, I've been employed with the city of Jacksonville, Florida. From December of 2006 to May of this year, I, along with all the other officers that work in this city, did exactly what we signed up for when we came here. We showed up to work. We put on our uniform. We showed up to work. We answered our calls for service. We made arrests, responded to the burglaries, the robberies, and everything that takes place within a city. And we knew where our benefits were, and we knew what we were going to get at the end. I recently left in May, in large part due to the pension issues. It seems to me, and it's apparent to many officers now in the city, that the city of Jacksonville does not like paying their bills. The term shared sacrifice has been thrown around a lot, and that, to me, and along with a lot of other officers, that shared sacrifice is basically the city telling us, we're going to take your benefits, we're going to try to balance our books, and then you're going to take what we give you. That's not what we signed up for, and that I wasn't told that during the interview process. And like I said, in May, I left for another police agency here within the state of Florida. My current salary, in 10 years, I'll be making $73,000 plus, which is almost $11,000 more than a 16-year veteran here with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. My medical plan is $194 a month for a family of 4, in sharp contrast to the almost $630 that employees here with the city of Jacksonville pay. With my new agency in my new city, we pay into Social Security, brand new laptops, cars, equipment, all uniforms provided, and more importantly, it is apparent that they have their finances in order, in sharp contrast to the city of Jacksonville. For those officers who are now teetering on maybe leaving or staying, there are other municipalities within the state of Florida and throughout and other states that have their finances in order. Good luck to you, and I wish all of you the best. Bye.
My name's Garrett Osilka. I'm a police officer in Loveland, Colorado. I've been a police officer here for almost 2 years. Before that, I was a police officer in Jacksonville for 8 years.
Why did you leave JSO?
I left JSO for a better quality of life for myself, but more importantly, my family. My wife and I were not happy with the schools in Jacksonville. We were not happy with the crime rate in Jacksonville. So we started researching other places throughout the country, and we ended up in northern Colorado for a number of reasons.
Did the agency you became employed with provide better pay and benefits?
Yes, they do. I work for Loveland, as I said, and after 3 years working here, I'll be making around $75,000 a year, and that's a base pay for a patrol officer. I wasn't making nearly that in base pay in Jacksonville after 8 years of service there, and in addition to that, the insurance here is much cheaper, so that helps out quite a bit too.
Do you regret leaving employment with the city of Jacksonville?
No, not at all. I actually was recently shot in the line of duty on a traffic stop, and even after that incident happening, I don't regret leaving at all. In fact, I think it's probably the best decision I've made, or we've made as a family to date.
Hello, my name is Jerome Howell, and I'm currently employed with the City of Tampa, Tampa Police Department. First question I'm going to answer is, why did you leave JSO? I left the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, one, because they weren't sending the information out that we needed to hear. All we kept hearing was that the sheriff was just going to keep laying off officers until he got his way. Well, for one, I got tired of feeling like a pawn, basically. We were being used to try to get what he wanted and what wasn't really good for the department. That's why I decided to leave the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. 2, I decided to leave because I actually wanted some stability. 20 years down the road, when it's time for me to retire, I wanted to make sure that I had an actual pension and something to look forward to. But the way things are going with the city, I couldn't see that really happening. I'm not sure what the outcome is going to be, but it scared me a little, so I had to find some stability. Second question, did the agency you become employed with provide better pay and benefits? Yes, they did. The day that I was hired with the Tampa Police Department, I actually received a 2% raise. So when all was said and done, it was a total of a $7,000 raise that I received to come to the city of Tampa. So I really can't complain with that. That was a no-brainer. Also, the benefits are a lot better. I don't pay anything for health insurance currently because it's free to all employees. And for those that do have families, it's still a little bit cheaper than what you pay in Jacksonville. Do I regret leaving employment with the city of Jacksonville? I don't. I like it here. I mean, I get paid more money to do less work almost. It's not as dangerous here, and plus the people are a little bit more friendly, so I can't complain about it at all. I do not regret it. I actually love where I am. Kind of think I should have started here in the beginning. Those are all the questions. I wish you guys the best of luck in Jacksonville.
Story at 6, testing the water. Memphis police officers in the middle of a benefits fight at home are finding the grass really may be greener elsewhere. Thanks for joining us. I'm Richard Ransom.
I'm Claudia Barr. While the number of officers calling in sick to protest cuts goes down to 160, the Austin Police Department is in town trying to convince MPD officers to give them a look.
WREG's April Thompson reports with salaries that can be double what they're making now, it may not be a hard sell.
Officers have been coming here to the Memphis Police Association all day long, trying to see what the city of Austin has to offer. Our cameras weren't allowed inside the interview area, but from what we're told, Memphis police officers like what they're hearing. By noon Thursday, about 60 people, mostly Memphis police officers, met with Austin police recruiters about potential jobs.
Great response. Everyone is kind of amazed.
The union provided space, but is not sponsoring this event. But the union president knows why officers are interested.
Benefits. We don't do this job to get rich, but I think officers do want to know that they're going to be taken care of.
Austin is offering health, dental, and retirement benefits from day one. And unlike Memphis, Austin covers most of the cost. Under the single plan, Austin officers pay $5 a month for health care. In Austin, a cop with 3 years experience makes $42,000 a year. After 18 weeks, that jumps to $56,000. Then 8 weeks later to $63,900. After 1 year, the base pay for an Austin cop is $70,500 a year. The maximum they can make after 16 years is $91,500.
So if I do 23 years, whatever my salary is now, if I leave at 23, that's what I'll be getting 73.2% of my pay, base pay, for the rest of my life.
Compare that to Memphis police, who start out making $37,900 a year. They're bumped to $40,600 after 1 year, and then $45,000 in year 2. An MPD patrolman maxes out at $53,000 base pay.
Memphis is in the stone age as far as I'm concerned. They don't want to grow. You say you want to bring additional people here, you want to expand, but you have to be progressive in your thinking.
April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.
Very interesting. Officers in Austin can also make an extra $175 a month for bilingual pay. The Memphis Police Union says it's been struggling to get that pay incentive here, but it hasn't happened.